Hi, good day and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and also watch advertisements in case it pops up on your screen. Thank you so much for watching. So right now, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, has directed punitive action against officers detained over their alleged involvement in the planned protest against poor salaries, welfare, and the controversial police pension scheme. Now, according to what is going on right now, the IGP has ordered that Emorowa Olabode and 5 other officers identified as administrators of a WhatsApp group used to mobilize officers should be demoted. Now, it was also revealed that the officer who originally posted the protest message in the group is to be dismissed from the Nigerian police force with immediate effect. Inspector Bode Omorua and 6 other Nigerian police officers are being detained by the police for raising concerns about police welfare. Now, Inspector Omorua, who was attached to the Indare police station in Ondo State, was arrested by the authorities over a message allegedly shared in a WhatsApp group of serving officers, where he served as one of the group's administrators. He was also taken from his station on Friday, July 4th, and held in solitary confinement at the State Criminal Investigation Department in Akure before being transferred to Abuja. Right now, 2 officers, Otamare Ewamede, popularly known as Hero, and Fasoyin Ayodeji, also administrators of the same WhatsApp group, were previously arrested and moved to the Force Intelligence Department in Abuja, where they have been remaining in custody for over 2 weeks. Now, the policemen being held in IGP detention over a protest against the police pension scam are crying out for help, a police source told everybody. They also heard that IGP Egbetokun has ordered that the administrators of the WhatsApp group, Emorowa Olabode and 5 others, be demoted, while the officer who posted the protest message should be dismissed from the force immediately. Now, these are officers raising legitimate concerns about police pensions, and now they are being punished for it, the source said. Instead of listening to their grievances, the IGP has chosen to silence them. Right now, allegations of large-scale mismanagement and lack of transparency in the administration of police pensions spark calls for the protest in question. Officers across the country have voiced concerns over poor benefits and the fear of financial insecurity after retirement. Now, critics of the IGP's reported actions have also questioned his continued stay in office. Egbetokun, who ought to have retired, has faced increasing scrutiny for overstaying his term as the nation's top police officer. This is the same IGP who is supposed to have retired and ought not to be in the force after retirement, a source said. Meanwhile, the policemen in detention because of his planned protests are crying out for help, a source also said. Earlier on Friday, it was reported that the Deputy Inspector General DIG of Police in charge of the Force Intelligence Department FID Abuja, Benjamin Neboli-Sokolo, had disclosed that the detained police officers were undergoing trial for mutiny. This was also disclosed to human rights activists and politicians Omoyele Sowore, who had attempted to visit detained officers at the FID facility 2 nights earlier alongside a team of lawyers. Now, speaking to what is going on right now, Sowore expressed shock over the severity of the charges, describing them as a deliberate ploy to suppress dissent and block the officers from accessing fair justice. He also condemned the police leadership for what he described as a vindictive approach to internal criticism, urging officers across the country to reject the charges and demand accountability instead. Now, the development came amid mounting discontent within the Nigerian police force over poor working conditions, unpaid entitlement, and lack of post-service security for retired personnel. Now, another one, police refusal to disclose officers' whereabouts. On Wednesday, Sowore disclosed that the Nigerian police force had refused to reveal the whereabouts of the 7 serving officers detained for mobilizing support for the proposed nationwide police protest. Sowore also disclosed that he and AK Musa visited the Force Intelligence Department's headquarters in Abuja to locate the detained officers after receiving a tip-off. Upon arrival, they found the facility in complete darkness, an atmosphere he described as intentionally secretive. He also said that attempts to engage with officers at the premises were met with evasive responses. So he noted that the detained officers were picked up for allegedly discussing or supporting upcoming protests scheduled for July 21st, 2025, a movement that has gained traction among both retired and serving police personnel. He also said that initially that they believed to be a minor protest by retirees, the police authorities were alarmed upon discovering that the active duty officers, including those of senior rank, were actively mobilizing for the protest. In response, several officers were swiftly arrested and held under undisclosed conditions. At the FID, Sowore and Musa were told the officers had been transferred to an orderly room trial. However, their suspicions were confirmed when the Commissioner of Police, upon citing them, directed staff not to divulge any information and promptly left the building. Further efforts to contact the Assistant Inspector General AIG in charge, AIG Aina, yielded no result, as he claimed he lacked the authority to intervene and failed to provide contact details for his superior despite promising to do so. So he also accused the police of illegal and unjust detention, stating the officers are being punished for advocating improved welfare, fairness, and dignity within the force. He also confirmed through sources that the officers remain resolute and are determined to see the protest through. He vowed to continue demanding their release and stated that the police protest will go on as planned, insisting that injustice within the ranks of the police force threatens justice nationwide. Now, according to Sowore, this evening, alongside Barrister Ike Musa, they set up to locate and visit 7 police officers who were arrested and secretly brought to the force in Abuja after receiving a T4. Then, after they arrived field headquarters, only to find the entire premises with, everybody was just hiding it. Now, the truth is that in every organization, there are rules and regulations. Now, police officers are primarily known for always keeping orderliness and peace. Like once a protest breaks out, the first people that you see is the police officer throwing tear gas and trying to control whatever that is going on. Now, that same people that are in charge of making sure that everybody is working with in orderly are not the same people that is trying to organize a protest. Come on, this is all shades of wrong. If they wanted to say anything concerning the salary or concerning the retirement or that, there should be a way it could have been done, a normal process that would have done, not just saying protest. So if policemen dress up and start protesting on the streets, who will now control them? That is the honest truth. So I just don't know, because then again, if Egbetokun says they will be demoted and the number one chairman that is instigating the protest will be sacked, this is actually a harsh one. But like I said, every organization has its own rules and regulation. So hopefully now that Sowore has started putting mouth, and maybe if other people put mouth, and hopefully maybe the IGP of police will minimize their punishment. Also, they are being detained in an undisclosed place. So far, we don't even know what is going on with them, how their welfare is. Someone losing their job in this economy and how hard things are, it's actually heartbreaking. And also, demoting someone that is already begging you to increase their salary is also heartbreaking. Okay, someone is begging you to increase their salary, rather you are planning to demote the person. It's not making sense. But like I said, if you're in the police force, I guess you should be in the right position to actually answer all these questions. What do you think? Do you think IGP Egbetokun is right in what he's doing, or do you think he's wrong? And about the police officer, do you think basically that's what they are doing, like based on trying to protest and all that? Do you think it is the right measure to take? Personally, I don't really think so. I think there are ways people do things, people that are meant for orderliness shouldn't be the ones scattering things. But let me know your own thoughts in the comment section. Remember to share this video, like and subscribe, and also I'm begging you, watch advertisements in case it pops up on your screen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Have a great day.